Hello students, in this session we'll discuss about polyhalogen compounds. Already we have discussed the definition. Polyhalogen compounds are those which contains more than two halogen atoms in their molecule. More than two halogen atoms in their molecule. Examples, already we have discussed dichloromethane, that is also called as methylene chloride, dichloromethane, CH2Cl2. This is dichloromethane, trichloromethane, chloroform, CHCl3, trichloromethane, common name is chloroform, triiodomethane, CHI3, triiodomethane, tetrachloromethane, CCl4 or carbon tetrachloride. These are the examples of polyhalogen compounds. In this session, just we'll discuss uses and physiological effects of polyhalogen compounds. First, dichloromethane. First, dichloromethane. That is CH2Cl2. This is also called as methylene chloride. It is also called as methylene chloride. Methylene chloride. Yes, now first we'll discuss uses. These are used as solvent and used to remove paint, as a solvent for it is used as a solvent and also as a paint remover, as a paint remover. These are used as solvent. These are also used as a paint remover, not removal, paint remover. Next use, these are used as a propellant in aerosols. These are used as propellant in aerosols. Propellant in aerosols. Already in the first year we have discussed what are propellants, so it is not necessary to discuss it again. And it is used as a process solvent in the manufacture of drugs. It is used as process solvent in the manufacture of drugs. In the manufacture of drugs. Manufacture of drugs. Next use, it is used as metal cleaning. It is used as metal cleaning. It is used as metal cleaning and finishing solvent. And finishing solvent. These are some of the uses of dichloromethane or methylene chloride. Now let us see what are the physiological effects of dichloromethane. Physiological effects of dichloromethane. Physiological effects of dichloromethane. Number one, methylene chloride harms human central nervous system. It harms human central nervous system. Human central nervous system. Okay. Then number two, exposure to lower levels of methylene chloride in A can lead to slightly impaired hearing and vision. Okay, if it is exposed in lower levels or exposure to lower levels of methylene chloride in A, that leads to slightly impaired hearing. Slightly impaired hearing, impaired HEAR, impaired hearing, and also vision, drashti. Number 3, higher levels of methylene chloride in air causes dizziness. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ ಡಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ತಲೆ ಸುತ್ತುವುದು. ನೌಸಿಯಾ, ನೌಸಿಯಾ ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಂತಿ ಬಂದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗೋದು. ಟಿಂಗ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಂಬ್ನೆಸ್, tingling and numbness, ಕೈ ಕಾಲು ಬೆರಳು ಜೋಮ್ ಹಿಡಿಯುವುದು. numbness in fingers as well as in toes. Next, physiological effect. Direct skin contact of methylene chloride causes intense burning and mild redness of skin. Intense burning, intense burning and mild redness of skin. And one more physiological effect, direct contact with ice can burn the cornea, burns the cornea. These are some of the physiological effects of dichloromethane. Now let us discuss uses and physiological effects of trichloromethane. Common name is chloroform, formula is CHCl3. It is used as solvent for, it is used as solvents for fats and alkaloids. This is another class of organic compound, alkaloids. Second use, used in the production of freon, F-R-E-O-N, used in the production of freon refrigerant, that is R22, that is, yes, freon gas is used in a refrigerator as a, okay, it is used in the preparation of or production of freon refrigerant, and in the earlier era it is used as general anesthetic in surgery. Now it is replaced by less toxic, safer anesthetic such as ether. Earlier this is used as general anesthetic, arivalike, general anesthetic during or in surgery. Nowadays it is being replaced by less toxic, safer anesthetics such as ether. Nowadays ether is used. Now let us see what are the physiological effects. Physiological effects. Inhaling chloroform vapors, ಉಸಿರಾಟದಲ್ಲೇ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು. Inhaling chloroform vapors depresses the central nervous system. ಇದನ್ನು ಉಸಿರಾಟದ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನರ್ವಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮನ್ನು ಕೆಡಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇನ್ central nervous system, okay, or inhaling chloroform vapors depresses the central nervous system. Breathing about 900 parts of chloroform, breathing about 900 parts of chloroform, 900 parts of chloroform per million parts of air, per million parts per million parts of air, that is 900 ppm, for a short time. Okay, for a short time causes dizziness, causes a dizziness ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ತಲೆ ಸುತ್ತುವುದು, dizziness, fatigue ಅಂದರೆ ಆಯಾಸ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೆಡೇಕ್, ತಲೆನೋವು. ಕಡಿಮೆ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ನರ್ವಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 900 ppm ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಡಿಸಿನೆಸ್, ತಲೆ ಸುತ್ತುವುದು, ಫಟಿಗ್ ಆಯಾಸ, ಮತ್ತು ತಲೆನೋವು ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಹೆಡ್ಡೇಕ್. ಕ್ರೋನಿಕ್ ಕ್ಲೋರೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಜರ್ ಮೇ ಕಾಸ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಟು ದಿ ಲಿವರ್. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಲಿವರನ್ನು ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜಸ್ ಲಿವರ್, as well as kidneys. Chronic chloroform exposure may cause damage to the liver as well as to the kidneys. Next is, some people develop sores when skin is immersed in chloroform. ಕ್ಲೋರೋಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ನಾವು ಕೈಯನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಕೈಗೆ ಹುಣ್ಣು ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕುರು ಅಂತಲೇ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ವ್ರಣ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ sores on your skin. Develops sores on your skin, or develop sores on skin. Now let us see this one. Yes, in exam they may ask, give reason. Chloroform is stored in closed dark colored bottles. They may ask question like this. Give reason. REASON. Give reason. Chloroform is stored in closed dark colored bottles, or it is also called as ambered colored bottles. Dark colored bottles. In exam they will ask such type of questions. Why it is kept in ambered colored bottle, or brown colored bottle, or even dark colored bottle? Chloroform is slowly oxidized by air. Chloroform, this formula is CHCl3. It's slowly oxidized by air in the presence of light. To an extremely poisonous gas known as carbonyl chloride. It is also known as phosgene. PHOSGNE, phosgene plus 2HCl. Chloroform slowly oxidized by air in the presence of light to an extremely poisonous gas known as carbonyl chloride. It is also another name is phosgene. Therefore, it is stored in closed dark colored bottles, completely filled, so that air is kept out. Now we'll discuss the uses and physiological effects of iodoform, that is triiodomethane. It is used as antiseptic for dressing wounds. Iodoform itself is not antiseptic in nature, but its antiseptic properties are due to the liberation of free iodine. It liberates free iodine, which is antiseptic in nature. Now let us see the physiological effects. Due to its objectionable smell, it has been replaced by other formulations containing iodine. As due to its objectionable smell, that smell is not that good, so it is replaced by some other formulations containing iodine. This is about the physiological effects. Now let us discuss tetrachloromethane or carbon tetrachloride. Tetrachloromethane. Tetrachloromethane. It is also known as carbon tetrachloride. Carbon tetrachloride. First we'll discuss its uses, then physiological effects. It is used in the manufacture of refrigerants. Used in the manufacture of refrigerants and propellants for aerosol cans. Aerosol cans. Second use, it is used in the synthesis of chlorofluorocarbon and other chemicals. The synthesis of chlorofluorocarbons. It is used in the preparation of or synthesis of chlorofluorocarbon and other chemicals. It is used as solvent in the manufacture of pharmaceutical pharmaceutical unit. Now we'll discuss uses and physiological effects of triiodomethane, that is iodoform. It is used as antiseptic for dressing wounds. Iodoform itself is not antiseptic in nature, but the antiseptic properties are due to the liberation of free iodine. Physiological effects. Due to its objectionable smell, it has been replaced. Nowadays, it has been replaced by formulations containing iodine. These are the physiological effects. Now, tetrachloromethane. Now, discuss about tetrachloromethane. Tetrachloromethane is also called as carbon tetrachloride. First use, it is used in the manufacture of refrigerants. Used in the manufacture of refrigerants and propellants for aerosol cans. For aerosol cans. First use. Second use is the most, or it is used as feedstock in the synthesis of chlorofluorocarbon. The synthesis of chlorofluorocarbon. It is used as feedstock in the synthesis of chlorofluorocarbon and other chemicals. It is used in the manufacture of pharmaceutical units until mid 1960s, and it is also used as cleaning fluid. It is used as a cleaning fluid both in industry. It is also used as degreasing agent. It is used to remove grease from automobile parts or automobile units, and in the home as a spot remover and as a fire extinguisher under the name pyrene. It is used as fire extinguisher, extingui, fire extinguisher under the name pyrene. Fire extinguisher under the name pyrene. Now let us discuss physiological effects. Physiological effects of tetrachloromethane. Physiological effects of tetrachloromethane. Carbon tetrachloride causes liver cancer in humans. It causes liver cancer in humans. The most common effects are dizziness, light-headedness, nausea ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ತೊಳಸಿ ವಾಕರಿಕೆ ಬರುವುದು, and vomiting. This carbon tetrachloride can cause permanent damage to nerve cells. In severe cases, these effects can lead to rapidly to stupor, STU, rapidly to stupor ಅಂದರೆ ಮೂರ್ಛೆ ಹೋಗುವುದು, coma, unconsciousness or death. Unconscious ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾಹೀನ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ, unconsciousness or death. Next, exposure to carbon tetrachloride make heartbeat irregularly or stop. Heartbeat or even it can stop your heartbeat. The chemical may irritate eyes, eyes on contact. If you take the vapors of this carbon tetrachloride, you may get irritation in your eyes. Next, the carbon tetrachloride releases, if it is released in the air, it rises up to the atmosphere and depletes the ozone layer. It also depletes ozone layer. Depletion of the ozone layer is believed to increase human exposure to UV light or ultraviolet rays, leading to increased skin cancer, eye diseases, and possible disruption of immune system, and possible disruption of immune system. These are some of the physiological effects of tetrachloromethane. Now we'll discuss about freons. The chlorofluorocarbon compounds of methane and ethane. The chlorofluorocarbon compounds of methane and ethane are collectively known as freons. Freons means it is the mixture of, or the chlorofluorocarbon compounds of methane as well as ethane. Freon 12, CCl2F2 is one of the most common freon in industrial use. It is manufactured from tetrachloromethane or carbon tetrachloride by Schwarz reaction. Already we have discussed about Schwarz reaction. Now let us see the properties. These are extremely stable, unreactive, non-toxic, non-corrosive, and easily liquefiable gases. These are quite stable, unreactive, they doesn't react at all. They are non-toxic, non-corrosive, and easily liquefiable gases. Now uses. These are used as refrigerants and air conditioners. Hence the name freons. They have also been used extensively as aerosols and foams to spray out deodorants, cleansers, hairsprays, shaving creams, insecticides, etc. Last use is freons depletes the protective ozone layer, surrounding our planet. Therefore, the use of freon as propellant initiate radical chain reactions, and use of freons as refrigerant has been drastically curtailed or banned in many countries because of its the property which depletes the ozone layer. Its use is banned in many countries. Now we'll discuss DDT, that is para-paradash dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane. It is first chlorinated insecticide. Now let us see the uses of DDT. It is a powerful insecticide and it is used to kill mosquitoes. It is powerful insecticide used to kill mosquitoes that spreads malaria and lice that carry typhus. Paul Muller, he has awarded Nobel Prize in Medicine and Physiology in 1948 for the discovery of DDT. Its property, it is a white powder insoluble in water but soluble in oils. Now let us see the preparation. When chlorobenzene is heated with chloral, this is chlorobenzene heated with chloral, CCl3CHO, this is chloral. Eliminate a molecule of water between the hydrogen atom of hydrogen atom in the which is present para to the chlorine atom of chlorobenzene. Eliminate a molecule of water and this link these two carbon atoms to this carbon atom. So you are going to get para-paradash dichloro, 2 chlorinated dichloro, diphenyl 3 Cl are the trichloro, and it contains 2 carbon trichloroethane. It is para-paradash dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane. Short form is DDT. This is the preparation of DDT. Now let us see the side effects of DDT. It is widely used for sugarcane and fodder crops to kill insects, but many insects develop resistance towards DDT and toxic towards fish. DDT is highly stable. Its stability and the fat solubility further increases the problem. DDT gets deposited and stored in fatty tissues. If this ingestion continues, DDT builds up within the animal over time. This affects the reproductive system of the animals. Because of these tragic effects, the use of DDT has been banned in many countries. It is not biodegradable. Its residues accumulates in environment which are non-toxic to living beings. This is about the haloalkanes and haloarenes. Here we can conclude haloalkane and haloarene chapter.